My name is Philipp Kobald. We're reaching out to people who are passionate about spreading light, love, and joy. And we're very happy to have you today, Bogdan Chugunov. Hello, Bogdan.
Yes. How are you, Philip? How are you, European audience?
Perfect, perfect. Thank you. I think you said you're from Brooklyn in New York. Is that correct?
Yes, that's true. Brooklyn, New York, the heart of New York City.
Wonderful. Beautiful. Right. When we first met for our pre-recording session, you've asked me if you are should be part of a spiritual podcast, and I thought very much so. And the reason is that spirituality for a lot of people are connected with church or maybe with some meditation or yoga, but there's also a huge spiritual tradition which is connected to like a personal path or a personal journey of growth and experience where you as a person learn something or experience something that makes you better in terms of healing, in terms of compassion. And I think you had quite a path and quite a personal journey. And I think we're here today to learn something from you, what you have learned and experienced through your path and through your journeys. That's correct?
Yes and no, Philip. I told you initially that, of course, I do met a lot of people who believe in crystals, who believe in cosmic waves, light, sun, and people pray to God of Sun, and it helps them. Absolutely. But I told you initially that I stay on more material, more realistic rail. And that's why I don't want to contradict with people who believe in something. You can believe in anything. For example, yesterday I met on my farmland a very beautiful sunset. It was so much relaxation. It was a music running in my head, regardless of the fact I was only one person on my 67 acres, but it was kind of spiritual connection to Mother Nature. And it really helps. Same time, I met with people who try to substitute such spiritual release or convention feeling with something material that stay inside them, like gastric cancer, like ulcer, like some chronic disease, and only believes in something doesn't help. You have to consume some remedies. That's what my base, my platform that I stay in my remission for 18 years after my gastric cancer been removed in 2005. And I experienced a great shock finding myself on a surgical table. I've been scared, of course, because it was anesthesia and I prayed to wake up. And I gave myself a very solid promise that I want to stay above the ground in a healthy body as long as I can. And I have to invest, and I'm gonna invest in that procedure everything I have. Because after my surgery, I realized that the real estate is me. I came to this universe alone, thanks to my mom and pop, of course. But nevertheless, I came alone and I'm going to pass away alone. So the period of time between you enter this universe, this realm, and you close the door, we call life. And that's everybody's decision how you gonna live this life. In a healthy body or laying on a hospital bed presenting formal vegetable. I
Well,
saw
well,
a
Bo-
lot
Bo-
of people
so,
in form
Bogdan,
of vegetables and they call it life. It's not.
Bogdan, I do
That's
have
why
a
I
lot
feel,
of I do have a lot of spiritual conversation, and I can tell you, you're right up there with all of us. First of all, and secondly, because there is a technical side of spirituality and metaphysics and whatever, but there's also a real life journey that is very real, very concrete, and it's whatever spiritual book you read, whatever you do with your mind, don't translate into everyday life how you treat yourself, how you treat your surrounding, and how you look at yourself and look at others, that all the books are meaningless. And I can sense that you're full of wanting to grow yourself, and you're here because you want to give this growth experience to others. You want to share your knowledge. You want to help them in kind and in love. So that is 100% the beginning of a spiritual
yes,
conversation.
yes, exactly. That's why we met, Philip. And that's why I'm not sure that 1 hour is going to be enough to explain my, let me say, a conflict with modern healthcare system, American healthcare system understanding.
You
But we try to compress
you
such
you said
knowledge and conversation.
you said something very important that really stayed in my mind in our last conversation. I'm really thinking about it every day since the last time we talked. Is that you said, I cannot rephrase it, but you said that you went to the hospital, you went to the procedure, and you got technically cured, but nothing happened after. You were just sent home. The technical body, the machine is fixed, but then nothing happened. And this really stuck with me a lot. And maybe you can say one or two words if you want about this.
Yes, Philip, absolutely. Because here in United States, human body treated mostly as a machine. If your brake plates need to be replaced, you go to hospital and got such replacement in your body organs. If you got a cancerous tumor, it's going to be removed surgically, and they suppose you are healthy now, but you are not. Unfortunately, I know my family history. All my family members from my mother line died by from cancer, unfortunately. And me look like my mom. That's why I am sober-minded person, and I know a scenario of my exit. That's why I try to prevent it. Same time, American healthcare concept, philosophy is different. They try to employ such very well American motto. Why fix if not broken? I'm talking about prevention medicine and post-surgery care. Nothing taken care in United States about you after the surgery. After first surgery, honestly to say, they expect you for another one. It doesn't matter over how many years, but it is because they got paid for each surgery. They don't get paid if you are healthy. And this create kind of conflict in my head. As long as you are healthy, you are not a patient. You are not bringing your money to medical doctor and hospital, you are not buying synthetic pharmaceutical stuff, bring it income to pharmaceutical company. You are futile. You are useless in terms of income generating machine. You are not a milking cow machine that unfortunately American modern economy convert our nation to such form. And I don't feel comfortable to understand that they consider me as a milking cow. Then more procedures, medical procedures, then more treatment they're going to give to me. They're going to report, oh, we help so many people. But people with ages forgot that the best medical doctor is their own body. Nobody except your own body knows your body better.
But of course, usually
That's,
if
yeah.
you still have the capacity or the talent to listen, right? Because if you're not in
Oh,
connection with
yeah,
your body,
absolutely.
if you don't have any, if you don't have any connection anymore with yourself, well, you can't hear it and you would not know what it would tell to you, right?
Yes, you are right. That's a problem. That's actually why, Philip, we try to reach as many people as possible to make our audience as wider as possible. I try to seed such knowledge into as many heads as possible that our body is a unique creation. It's a unique machine. Nobody else like your fingerprint.
But
And your body knows what vitamins, what kind of macro and micro elements you need today. And that's create another kind of problem because when you approach to American medical doctor, they're going to prescribe you something synthetic, pharmaceutical, to support big pharma economy, not your health. They want to mask your sickness problem because sometimes people are ignorant, people are lazy minded to understand about the cause of their sickness. They want to get rid of pain. That's it. And they went to doctor and doctor prescribed a painkiller. They bought this painkiller, they swallow it, and pain gone for a couple hours. People are happy, but pain come back, and they swallow again, and pain gone, and it's repetitive for many years. And with age, cause of the pain still not detected.
you
That's a problem I can tell about American healthcare system. I'm not sure about Europe,
yeah,
but here it works like that.
uh, you don't know that about me, but many years ago, when I was a young boy, I studied traditional medicine, alternative medicine, and I actually finished my degree. But then starting to work with patients, I realized that everybody comes with whatever problem they have, and all they want is some medication, and then you're a good doctor. But if you tell them to change their habits, if you tell them to engage, if you tell them to, I don't know, go to nature, inhale, and that will put your heartbeat down and so on and so forth, you're a bad doctor. And I had to think very clearly, do I want to make a lot of money in my life and be a good doctor? Or do I want to be an honest person and most probably don't make much money in the, especially alternative medicine? So I've decided to go totally different direction because for me at that moment, I could not take that everyday life is just giving pills and pills and pills. That was for me not the right path. So I understand you very much. And the European system is exactly the same as the American. It's a Western medicine approach where it's convenient for everybody to just make money and give pills. But that's exactly what spiritual healing is all about. There's like the whole purpose, either if it's good yoga or good meditation or good Reiki or whatever is done good to connect you with your inner feelings, to connect you with your body and start listening to the feelings and to understand that the pain is a message that one should respect, investigate, and to build on all this. So it's the universal experience, and any good spiritual person that I've ever met has only one aim as a first step is to go to learn to be connected to yourself. That always should be number one before you continue.
Exactly. When I lecture to several adult daycare centers here in Brooklyn, I used to use a movie, Total Recall, with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And it was a scene when a mutant tried to withdraw a knowledge that been pharmaceutically suppressed in Arnold Schwarzenegger mind. And this mutant called Colmar told him, open your mind, open your mind. That's what I try to tell people. Open your mind. Colonoscopy,
But
mammography. And
it's a very hard thing to do, and people need help. And I've heard now from you several times that you mentioned the land, the nature. Can you maybe a little bit tell us a couple of words how maybe nature, because I think nature is doing meditation for you. It sounds like that you find a lot of your strengths in nature. Could that be something that I hear correctly?
yes, sometimes. But Philip, we are talking about modern society. How many people listening this podcast have time to look at the night sky? How many people are familiar with stars? How many people wake up at 5 a.m. while go to fishing and see a sunrise over the completely frozen lake with absolute shy weather condition, no wind, nothing, just standing pines, sun gold above the horizon, and white surface of the lake, you are trying to catch some fish. Such moments are priceless. And the same with hunting experience. When the sunset, you can hear Mother Nature, and sometimes you think that Mother Nature talk to you, but you are not able to hear what he or she says. And all, I don't know how many people can hear what mother is telling you. I try to do that. Couple years ago, I thought I can hear some music or words when I stay close to rainfall. But with age, it seems I lost such ability. I don't know what happened. Here in New York, you're not able to see stars on the night sky because a lot of illumination over there. But on my farmland, I can see them in such perspective, I can touch them. And that's really helped me. I think so. But nevertheless, to be materialist. I try to tell people to reconsider their understanding of their health and the value to be healthy naturally. As I start to talk that colonoscopy, endoscopy, or mammography is not a prevention medicine like American healthcare system try to propagate us. It's a detection system. What Angelina Jolie did to her body, that's what I consider a prevention, act of prevention. That's what I try to tell people. Do something in advance to prevent your gastric ulcer. Do something to prevent for diabetes happen. Do something and learn how to do that. What kind of Mother Nature ingredients you have to consume, you have to include into your daily ration to stay healthy and wealthy. But mother people don't want to be disciplined. They want to rely on pill. I got sick, I swallow a pill, and tomorrow I want to be healthy. It doesn't work with natural products. You
Can you
have to
tell us some of
consume it
the
day.
Can you tell us some of the, I know that you work with honey and things like that. Can we talk a couple of minutes about the things that you've discovered that you recommend? Can we take a couple of minutes now and talk about it? I'm very interested to hear.
Absolutely, Philip. After my surgery and after my survival, I decided to fly around the globe and to use my investigative skill. I try to understand when some people died at 62 and when people die at 105. My concern was to understand where people mortality rate from gastric cancer stay close to zero. That's how I found New Zealand, Brazil, certain area in Turkey, and very local area of Russia. I flew over there. I stay over there. Regardless of the fact I stay in many countries, I visited China, India, Pakistan, name it. But I found that people consume Manuka honey in New Zealand just because they didn't have sugar access for many, many, many years. And they have zero mortality rate among native people from any gastric diseases. That's why I pay my attention to Manuka honey. That's another problem, how to understand which Manuka honey is real Manuka honey when people gonna buy at the store, because business is business and people start to counterfeit Manuka honey.
Yes.
My another problem or my another remedies against this problem is bee propolis. Curious people can go to Google and ask what bee propolis is. We don't have time to provide a long lecture about what bee propolis is. But same time, bee propolis extract is inhibited free radicals and prevent people from contracting gastric or lower GERD cancer. Another remedies that I learned in 2021 is shilajit. Why? Because some people call me guinea pig, and I always learn from my own experience only. I broke my leg, two fractures. And after the surgery, again, Coney Island Hospital, my doctor says, okay, Bogdan, you're going to stand again over 6 months. And I told him, unfortunately, it's the beginning of summer and I have a lot of work on my farm. I cannot wait half a year. And I start consuming Shilajit, 1 gram a day. And I visited my doctor in 6 weeks on my 2 legs. He was surprised. He asked me how I did that. And he made X-ray. Yes, he was shocked. It was welded. That's why I found Shilajit for such tissue recovery or broken bone problems. After that, some people told me, Bogdan, we got kind of constipation problem. It's a very delicate topic, but it is still a problem. And Bogdan flew to remote part of Russia, Siberia,
Beautiful.
where no mic development been done. It's a wild forest around, and people collect cedar sap
Good stuff.
and they blend it with cedar nuts oil, with sea berry seeds oil, adding a little bit propolis, and they blend it and call it elixir of life. And indeed, it really helps to restore microbiome in a human body. That's why I do recommend those people you see behind me this product. I brought it to United States, being much naive that such remedies gonna be applauded for. They're gonna be welcome to any naturopathic doctor, dietitian, or any alternative medicine practitioner practice healing arsenal. It was my great mistake. People don't want to accept these products. Why? They shy to answer why. That's why I try to get as much wide as possible audience and to get a feedback
Yes.
through your, I hope, YouTube channel and your podcast. People, why do you think naturopathic doctors don't want to use Mother Nature product to treat your problems? Why? Maybe you know the answer, Philip?
Of course, I know the answer. It's always the same answer to every question. If it works, it will be illegal.
Oh, that's I don't know. Here in state of New York, it's absolutely legal. You can use whatever you want if you want to heal people naturally. But at the same time, such product and such procedure become contradicting philosophy, healthcare philosophy. And
I-
that's what I don't, I, I am too small to break it.
I did not mean the term illegal in terms of legally illegal. I more meant whatever really works will not be used because, as you said, it will destroy the business automatically. If you have an easy way to cure or a straight way to cure, then there is no more business and therefore it's in nobody's interest. That is what I meant.
Exactly. Money, 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 money.
That's what I meant. Right. So, but this is the same everywhere, concerns for everything. I had conversations with people who were into like real energy. They found ways to make an oven that needs far less gas and creates actually more heat through some turbine system. And this is like some scientific professor, not some lunatic. And of course, the whole world is basically against it because it will reduce the amount of gas dramatically by the same amount of energy production. And I could go on scientists who have found ways, but they're all basically are scared for their life, to be honest. It's nothing can be done.
Yeah, what I learned, unfortunately or fortunately, that modern healthcare practitioners don't want to learn anything new. And another problem, I don't understand why. Because no one gave me the answer. I offered these people through LinkedIn application to read clinical trials for all these products. Do you think how many people responded to me? For 2 years, 3 people out of 1,500s responded to me, yeah, we are interested, send us more. 3 out of 1,500s?
Yes.
And I try to talk to them, and they don't want to talk.
Yeah.
For some reasons, they think I'm forcing them to sell my product, but I am not. I try to talk to them and to bring such kind of example when you go to a dentist doctor. Dentist doctor use a lot of materials to fix your teeth. And they use these materials as disposables. So I try to offer Manuka honey, bee propolis extract, shilajit, and Siberian cedar sap oil resin as their disposables to their practices healing arsenal. I'm sorry.
Sure. No problem.
And I wasn't able to get reasonable response. Why? Why they don't want to do that?
Yes.
In
It's
in frustration, how
yes.
to work with these people? Because who am
Well,
I? I don't have medical education. I am a guinea pig. I am a laboratory rat because I try all of them on myself for 18 years.
yes.
I got huge of experience consuming this product. I know how many drops of each of them is going to help you if you are 150 pounds, 160 pounds, 200 pounds, and so and so and so. I collect knowledge from those people who share this knowledge with me as consumers. Women calling me, telling me about very delicate problems they fix with Elixir of Life. I'm talking about very feminine problem, which I don't have such experience because I am a man. But they telling me, Bogdan, this is amazing. I got rid of that. I said, God bless you. Thank you very much. So tell your neighbor about that. And she said, no, I am too shy to share such information with my neighbor or with my relative. I feel more comfortable to share it with you. I said, okay, when I'm going to be retired, I'm going to write my book and I'm going to make this notice that you share your info with me. And the same almost about everything.
Yes.
People don't want to share their success with natural products. I don't know why. Maybe they are introverts. I'm an extrovert. I can share whatever I have, positive or negative. That's my nature.
Yes.
But people are different.
It is. It is the classic conversation that I had so many times in my life with different people from all kind of backgrounds. Basically, I don't have an answer from you that is conclusive. I just come My personal small answer that makes me sleep better at night is there are simple times in this world that are more technical, and there are times in this world that maybe are a bit more spiritual. And it's people sometimes are closed and they focus on themselves, on money, on building, and the age of gold and metal. And then there comes a time, quite naturally, when people open their spirit, open their soul, and then people are more perceptive to these kind of experiences. That's how I can sleep at night, believing that the times change, but you can only do what you can do, one person by one person, and you can only be persistent to spread your, and every single person that you save is an amazing achievement. If it's one or if it's a million, basically it hardly makes a difference in a spiritual sense. So one person only you have helped everyone in a spiritual sense. So from that perspective, you're anyway already perfect.
Yeah, you're right. My conclusive motto on every episode on my YouTube channel is, if this episode is gonna save one life or gonna prolong your healthy life for at least one day,
Yes.
I do consider my assignment done well.
Yes.
I try
Yes.
to educate people. I try people to start learning, to start evaluating their own health. Because some people still believe that good health is a gift,
Yes.
and gift used to be provided for free.
Yes.
And with age, and specifically after 50, based on my experience, I see that this gift stop working. You have to start investing into that gift to work. And people don't want to do that again, again, and again. Why fix if not broken? But when it's broken, it's already late. That's why I talk to people about preventive medicine, prevention. But to think about prevention, people gonna see what gonna happen if they not gonna prevent. If you're not gonna use your muscle, what you gonna see over couple weeks or months? Atrophy.
Yes.
You have to use your muscle. You have to walk. You have to use your arms. You have to use your eyes. You have to use your digestive system. If you stop using them, they're gonna be lazy. It means atrophy. That's it. End of story. That's why I stay in kind of opposition to synthetic pharmaceutical vitamin and
And we
minerals.
all will.
Our creator, our body, was not designed to absorb synthetic stuff. Synthetic stuff is purely civilization creation. Try to consume vitamin C synthetic and go to toilet over 1 hour. You're gonna see a color of your urine. I'm sorry I'm touching such personal stuff, but you should be observant. That means that 95% of vitamin C synthetic go away without absorbing into your body. Same time, vitamin C from horseradish or from
I,
apple, 95% absorb into your body. By the way, vitamin C in horseradish is 7 times more than in orange.
yes.
Did you know about that?
Just to let me tell you, one of my first jobs I had is I worked for I'm now 52 years old and I was 17 at the time. So long time ago. And it was to make seminars about supplements. So this is a really long time ago. And the company was selling supplements. But at the time, the people who worked in the company already had the knowledge that time that vitamin C is basically flushing mainly through the body. And this is like a really, really long time ago. The people who tried to sell supplements already understood that most of the supplements are basically just going through the system and are getting washed out. So from that perspective, it's a same old story, but it keeps making money. It keeps telling the lie, and we just have to be patient. And I think people must take self responsibility. That's to me. The more I listen to you, the more I get the message. Maybe I hope I understood you correctly. People have only one way. They must take charge of their own health, of their own body. They must take charge of their own mind, and they cannot blame anyone if they're too lazy, too ignorant, and just, take a tablet and move on. Well, that's what happens. And there are people out there like you and others who are giving everything they can to make noise and to wake up people, but people have to do it for themselves if they want improvement. Am I translating you correctly as a final sentence?
In general, yes. But same time, I see that big pharma exploit people willingness to be healthy. And instead of telling people that your own body should absorb all these micro and macro elements or vitamins from a food, we're going to provide you purified synthetic one. Why to eat 1 kilo of carrots if you're going to swallow one pill and that's going to be enough for your daily supplemental amount? And people don't want to understand that your pancreas should be employed, should be engaged in derivatives of this carrot to produce insulin that's going to be absorbed and convert food into sugar that actually a final product for our body to convert it in energy. Same time, what happened with people who contracted diabetes? They consume a lot of sugar, so pancreas become lazy, jobless, and with time, it stopped working. And when you need your sugar and when you consume food, pancreas just malfunctioning just because it was before enough level of sugar in your bloodstream. That's why I stay a great proponent to employ properly all your body organs to consume everything natural. Another problem is Apple circa 1960 is not the Apple circa 2024.
Yeah.
Some scientists telling me that one apple that been grown in 1960 means 30 apples in 2024, but you cannot consume 30 apples a day just to compensate needs of iron, copper, vitamin C. It's just physically impossible. That's why I do popularize people to consume something natural to compensate a shortage of all these necessary elements in our body. With age, we need more more and more compensatory supplements, but do not play with synthetic supplements. Read their back label where all these supplements being derived from carrots or being synthesized, from oranges or being synthesized. That's what my agenda, to teach people to take care about their own health, to take care about their own body naturally. That's why actually I bought land. I want my own potato. I want my own pumpkin. I want my own carrot, own onion. I feel the difference. I don't know about how such situation run in Europe. Here in States, people buying everything from supermarkets.
Yeah.
And supermarkets have a very strict rule set up to farmers to buy produce from them.
It's
Apples should stay in refrigerator for months
and
without rotting.
of course.
It's not possible without chemical. The same
Yes.
for potato.
Yes.
I thought that Europe have more friendly laws regarding
Yes.
food.
Yes.
Here in United States, they still added paint to paint fish.
Yes. It's
Like salmon should be red,
yeah.
and people not gonna buy pink salmon. They gonna be red. That's why color applied to salmon meat, and nobody knows
I-
what this color been made from.
Yes. It's just we're coming to the end, but yes, situation in Europe is a little bit better, maybe because we are smaller countries and we have a lot of individual laws in every country. And we have many countries who have a very strong bio and organic community. And we have a lot of still old, for example, old apples that we cultivate that are, as you said, 1960 kind of apples. So we still have a lot more because we have smaller farms. They're maybe not so economically like American farms, but they keep family tradition and old kind of, and there's luckily also we have a lot of people in Europe who have at least some small land where at least for the family they grow some food like you do it. I do the same. I'm lucky that I have a small farm also outside the city where I can grow some food for myself if I have the time. And I have a lot of fruits. They're all organic. I have a lot of fruits. And it's my great passion. I think we talked about it to make jams and juices and whatnot. So I'm even a small vinegar producer. This is my secret hobby. I have
Wow.
a small brand that produces organic vinegar. It's a hobby, but yes, I think that Europe maybe because it's just smaller and the countries are smaller and the structures are smaller. And the law is more open to organic food or unpasteurized cheese and things like that. So maybe situation is a little bit better, but overall, it's a Western world, Western countries, and system is going in one direction, and we all need to do what we can. And really can feel how passionate you are. I can feel how engaged you are, and how you fight to make people's life better. And I respect it a lot. And I think so many people will respect it. And while I was listening to you now, just John the Baptist came to my mind. So say the guy before Jesus, and there must always be a guy before to start something, to build something, and maybe nobody's listening to them or not enough listening to them. And I can really feel that you're so passionate and so honest about what you want to give to the people. and I have a great respect for it. And I believe that many people who are listening to it now will think and will have learned something today. And it's just the beginning. You said 1 hour is not enough to learn everything and talk about everything, but you will have your links, you have your information. So everybody who want to start the journey can find the information on your YouTube channel, on your websites. And I will put all the information on the videos. So people, let's start the journey. And I'm very thankful for your making time. If you have last words, please share them with us now. And in any case, thank you, Bogdan, so very much for your time.
Thank you, Philip. Thank you, dear audience. Remember, our life depends on us. Our health depends on us. Please invest into your real estate yourself. Trust me, you're not gonna take anything with you after your closing door. Everything that you live and enjoy and love exists only when you're alive. That's why, please, prevention, prevention, and discipline. That's my three whales I put on my philosophy on Manuka honey, bee propolis extract, shilajit, Siberian cedar sap oil resin. If you want this product, you can order it on our website, Amazon, Etsy, whatever you want. But you have to be disciplined people. You have to be disciplined consumer. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope see you later, Philip.